Hello, friends. Good morning. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to move my mic a little bit closer, but hopefully you can hear me. So, hi, my name is Gwen. Welcome to my channel. This is something new I'm trying for the very first time. If you didn't know, I have been subscribed to Book of the Month for a very long time. And every month I get so excited when their books drop, what I'm going to pick, what's going to be available. And I thought I would do a fun live show showing you not only which books are available, what they're about, which ones I've heard of, which ones I haven't, but we can kind of decide together what I'm going to pick, what you're going to pick, and all of the things. So I also just got over some food poisoning. So that's also a thing. So I'm glad it waited a few days to drop. I know everybody else was on pins and needles like all week, but I'm glad that I'm feeling a little bit better so I can be here with all of you to do this for the first time. If you like this idea, definitely check the description box. I have my link for my Book of the Month referral code. If you use my link to sign up for the first time, you save some money. I also have a creator link down there who I saw them do this on their channel, and I was like, ooh, I really like that. We don't really have the same like crossover viewers. So I was like, maybe I can bring this to my corner of BookTube. So let me know if you like this, and we'll go ahead and get started going over the books. Hi, Sandra. Happy Thursday. I know. Thanks, Erica. Yeah, so I'm going to try to do this every single month for Book of the Month and Aardvark. Book of the Month doesn't always drop on the first, like obviously, but Aardvark does always drop on the first. So probably around 10 a.m. on the first, I'll go live and do the Aardvark picks. I know that's a relatively newer service. I'm not subscribed to them, but I do work with them on my podcast from time to time. So I thought I would go ahead and, show their picks as well. Hey, Kayla. Hey, Brandon. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start showing the books. So get ready. So here is April books. Yay! Already at the top, I'm so excited because Camp Zero is one of my most anticipated of the year. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, let me move some cords. Okay, let me figure out my life. Okay. All right. So first book, Camp Zero, Dystopian. Don't be fooled by the floating cities and brain implants. This mysterious polar camp ravine by inequality is no utopia. Yay! Oh my gosh, you guys. I am so excited. I always like the quick take and like the good to know, multiple viewpoints, tech world, slow build. That makes me a little nervous. And immigration, which we love. So why I love it. And here's the full synopsis. And I like how they do like a preview if you want that. Let's see. In the far north of Canada sits Camp Zero, an American building project hiding many secrets. So, yes, I already know so much about this because, like I said, it's one of my most anticipated of the year. Let me know what you think of the cover. I know some people aren't fan of like people or faces on the cover. I happen to like this one. It feels very fitting for the book selection. But let me know what you think of that. Hey, Ashley. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think of Camp Zero. If you've heard of it, if that would be one that you think you would pick. I'm excited about it. I already know I'm going to pick it. But there's so many good ones. Okay, next, romantic comedy, contemporary fiction by Curtis Sittenfeld. Let's see. 2 minutes to showtime. Romance check, comedy check, midlife crisis, workplace antics, big feels, and feminism check. Love that. Romance, quirky, light read, movie-ish. I love seeing who they get, why they love it. Who do they get to do these? So I always find that fun. Oh, look at this. At the center for the story is this comedy show, The Night Owls. I feel like I have to choose it for that. Right, Sandra? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I'm dying right now. How did I not know this? That is so funny. So that is romantic comedy. Oh my gosh. This month is going to be hard, y'all. Okay, the only survivors I know is a book club pick for I'm Reading with Jess for I'm Sleep When I'm Dead. Let's see, quick take. A group bound by a decades-old pack and survivors guilt reunite at a remote island house in this taut, twisty tale. Nonlinear timeline, whodunit, teens, and rugged. Okay. And Chandler Baker. I've read books by her before. 7 hours in the past, 7 days in the present, 7 survivors remaining. Who would you save? Interesting. Interesting. So I do want this, but like, do I want it from Book of the Month? You know? Let me know your thoughts. Let's see. Yeah, the cover's super interesting for Camp Zero. Oh, I'll have to look that up, Brandon. I know. We love the pink. Yeah, that's always fun. Let's see. Night Owls. I'm in. Oh my goodness. That's funny. I don't remember seeing Hillary Duff, but yeah, I'd be like, okay, thanks for that. Yeah, it's Jess's book club. So, man, they have some good ones. They have some good ones. Okay, next, Hang the Moon by Jeanette Walls, historical fiction, which you guys know I'm not like a huge historical fiction reader, but I loved The Glass Castle. It's one of my all-time favorite memoirs. And this is Prohibition era family saga. And it's feisty heroine, have all the grit and complexity of good moonshine. Let's see. Famous author, rural, family drama, literary. And this is the author of The Good Left Undone, Adriana Trigiani. I don't know how to say that. Sally Kincaid is the daughter of the biggest man in a small town, the charismatic Duke Kincaid. Born at the turn of the 20th century into a life of comfort and privilege, Sally remembers little about her mother who died in a violent argument with the Duke. By the time she is just 8 years old, the Duke has remarried and had a son, Eddie. While Sally is her father's daughter, sharp-witted and resourceful, Eddie is his mother's son, timid and cerebral. When Sally tries to teach young Eddie to be more like their father, her daredevil coaching leads to an accident and Sally is cast out. 9 years later, she returns, determined to reclaim her place in the family. That's a lot more complicated than Sally expected, and she enters a world of conflict and lawlessness. Sally confronts the secrets and scandals that hide in the shadow of the big house, navigates the factions in the family and town, and finally comes into her own as a bold, sometimes reckless bootlegger. That didn't really honestly tell me much, but I probably will not pick this, even though I am interested in it. I'll wait to hear reviews since it's fiction, and I've only read a nonfiction by this author. So let me know your thoughts on that. Okay, next up, what do we have? Okay, Adelaide, which this was the little hint. These little like flowers were like the hint of what was coming. So this is a contemporary fiction, and I haven't heard of this one until I saw the hint. This raw, wrenching exploration of a toxic relationship and its aftermath doubles as an ode to the power of self-love. Okay. I like that. Heavy read, female friendships, sad, no quotation marks. I'm glad they put that because, like, people don't like that. And then they got Corolla Lovering as the little Y. I love it. It opens with a protagonist at rock bottom. Ooh, so it has a trigger warning for suicide attempt right here. So, and it's an American living and dreaming London. That one does sound really heavy. I like that they put this down here. Content warnings, sexual assault, suicidal ideation, mentions of self-harm, and emotional abuse. So that's very good to know if you're picking this one. Okay, next we have another historical, but this is historical romance. Anna Maria and the Fox. Ooh. An sumptuous, swoony Victorian romance. An eldest daughter struggles with responsibility and the pull of her heart. I don't read historical romance, but I'm glad that they're offering it. I will say that. So good to know. Social issues, salacious, first in a series, and siblings. And then they got Farah Roshan, the Boyfriend Project, to talk about it. A forbidden love between a Mexican heiress and a shrewd British politician makes for a tantalizing Victorian season. Yeah, I feel like this is going to make some people so happy to see this on this list. And I love the cover. It's so pretty, but I just don't read historical romance. Okay, and our last pick is Advika and the Hollywood Wives. Contemporary fiction. Get a big bowl of popcorn ready. We've got it all here. Old Hollywood glamour, scorned lovers, paparazzi, and found family. Feminist, marriage issues, buzzy, and glamorous. And then we have Donnie Walton, the author of The Final Revival of Opal and Nev, who talked about why they loved it. So 26-year-old protagonist considers herself a failed screenwriter. To pay the bills and keep her mind off the recent death of her twin sister, she's taken to bartending A-list events. There, in a cinematic dream come true, she meets the legendary Julian, a film producer as handsome as Paul Newman and 10 times as powerful. Let's see. There are 41-year age difference. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Then a month into their marriage, Julian's first wife dies, and a tabloid reports a shocking stipulation in her will. A single film reel and $1 million will be bequeathed to Julian's latest child bride. She must divorce him first. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so those are the choices. Again, Camp Zero, dystopian, romantic comedy, contemporary fiction, The Only Survivors, thriller, Hang the Moon, historical fiction, Adelaide, contemporary fiction, Anna Maria and the Fox, historical romance, and Advika and the Hollywood Wives, contemporary fiction. So, what are they missing this month? Like maybe like a fantasy or something like that. I feel like they could have done either the historical fiction or the historical romance. I think they should have gone with the historical romance because I don't see that a lot. And then they have like 3 contemporary fiction, contemporary fiction, contemporary fiction. They have 3 contemporary fictions, so they could have definitely, I don't know. But I am glad that there's 7 picks. So of these, do you think you're going to pick any? Which one or ones do you think you're going to pick? I just am going to say I'm going to make this my thing so I could see the add-ons. Okay. Recent and new add-ons. So I don't know which ones are new and which ones are old. But they have, I'll just like, I feel like this has been on there. This has been on. Are these the new ones? Huh. I don't know which ones have been on there, but just to give you a quick look at that, they're spotlighting some, of course. This one I've had my eye on for a while. Pineapple Street, that's been getting a lot of buzz. This has been available before. Has this been available before? The House is on Fire. I don't know. All right. So let me know your thoughts on the April books. Let me see. Let's see. Let me make me bigger. I love all of Jeanette Wall's previous novels. She's a great writer. Yeah, I've only read the one, her nonfiction. So I wasn't really sure like how her fiction is. Let's see. Hi, Marlene. Yeah, I can't tell about the add-ons, which ones are new add-ons and which ones are old add-ons. Yeah, there's some good ones. No fantasy though. Oh, okay. Okay, so you're taking a chance on it. I love that. I love that. Yeah, that one does look. Let's look at that one again. Let me figure out my life here. Yeah, the only survivors. Let's read the full synopsis. 7 hours in the past, 7 days in the present, 7 survivors remaining. Who would you save? A decade ago, 2 vans filled with high school seniors on a school service trip crashed into a Tennessee ravine, a tragedy that claimed the lives of multiple classmates and teachers. The 9 students who managed to escape the river that night were irrevocably changed. A year later, after one of the survivors dies by suicide on the anniversary of the crash, the rest of them make a pact to come together each year to commemorate that terrible night. So, oh, Outer Banks. Oh, I love going to the Outer Banks. I don't want to read too much more because you know how it is with thrillers. You know, they give away too much sometimes. So that might be a good choice. Oh, Sandra's going in deep. I know. They all sound so good. I think I'm definitely going with Camp Zero, though, because I want to read more science fiction. The only thing I'm worried about is the slow build, but that is kind of the case with science fiction sometimes. You know, and it's climate crisis. Like, I feel like I would like this one. And it's a debut, right? Yeah, it's a debut. So I feel like that would be really good for that author. Really hoping the new Taylor Adams book would have been a pick for April. Oh, that's true. That would have been nice. Let's see. I thought about adding on Lone Women. Oh, I know. I was too, actually, Ashley. I saw that while I was waiting for the things to come in. I was like, oh, they offered that last month? I didn't realize. Not always. It just, they used to drop them only on the 1st. And then somehow they started dropping them earlier. And it just really depends. You just have to kind of keep your eye on it. You're going with Meg and Miranda. One I've enjoyed and one I didn't. So I think I'll decide if I read from her anymore. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll like Camp Zero. We'll see. But yeah, those once again are the choices that they have available. Let's do Camp Zero, romantic comedy, The Only Survivors, Hang the Moon, Adelaide, Anna Marie and the Fox. And then, like I said, I don't know which ones add-ons are new. This is a young adult. This one they've had before. I know they've had these 4 before. So, and I feel like these are already out. So I don't think those are like new either. So I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. Has anybody read this? Hello, Beautiful. Let me know your thoughts if you have. Oh, is it? I think, you know what they're going to do though, Ashley? They're not going to have it this month and they're going to have it next month as an add-on. Like they did with the Riley Sager last year. I bet you that's what they're going to do. That would be so annoying. But how many books have they done with her? Like 3, right? So maybe they've been like, okay, we've done 3. She's popular enough now. We don't really need to do any other books by her, which is disappointing for all the people that have her book of the month copies. But do any of those new and recent add-ons look new? Because I don't really remember what add-ons they had on last month. But yeah. Well, I don't want to stay on here too long. I just wanted to kind of show you guys what was available. And like I said, if you are not subscribed to Book of the Month and you want to be, I do have like my link in the description box. Let's see. Okay, so it is new. Okay, let's look at those then. This one, the house was on fire. Okay, this is historical fiction. Sweeping but intimate, 4 lives in a community are irreparably changed in the story of the 19th century theater fire. Multiple viewpoints, real-life characters, literary, graphic violence. Oh, Richmond, Virginia, 1811. What? It's based on the true story of Richmond's theater fire. The House is on Fire offers proof that sometimes, in the midst of great tragedy, we are offered our most precious and fleeting chances at redemption. And then this book contains scenes depicting sexual assault. So just be mindful of that. But, ooh, that is interesting. That is interesting. And then you said that other one was new. This one, Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. All is chaos when the gods are at war, but 2 rival journalists with the magical connection may hold the key to peace. So this is young adult, family drama, war, magical enemies to lovers. Let's see. After centuries of sleep, the gods are warring again, but 18-year-old Iris Winnow just wants to hold her family together. Her mother is suffering from addiction, and her brother is missing from the front lines. Her best bet is to win the columnist promotion at the Oath Gazette. To combat her worries, Iris writes letters to her brother and slips them beneath her wardrobe door, where they vanish into the hands of Roman Kit, her cold and handsome rival at the paper. When he anonymously writes Iris back, the 2 of them forge a connection that will follow Iris all the way to the front lines of battle for her brother, the fate of mankind and love. Okay, so that is that one. Okay, so those are the 2 new ones. I do think the historical fiction one sounds good just because, like, I live in Virginia, so obviously, I mean, I'm not going to add it on, but it does sound like an interesting read. Like, if I saw it, like, at the Book of the Month, or if I saw it at Book of the Month, if I saw it at, like, the Book Exchange or something like that, like, I would pick it up. But all right. Well, I guess that's it. There are your April Book of the Months. Like I said, let me know what you're going to choose. I think I'm going to go with 𝒂𝒏𝒅. I mean, there's so many good ones this month. It's hard to choose just one. But I think I'm going to go with 𝒂𝒏𝒅. Even though romantic comedy sounds good, I'm going to be reading The Only Survivors for Jesse's book club. And then Hang the Moon, I'll wait for reviews. And the rest, I'm kind of like, you know, they sound good, but not typically my thing. So I'm going with the dystopian rather than the thriller. Who am I? I'm going to have to buy The Only Survivors anyway, though. So I'm like, do I just add it on now and save myself the money? Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.